What's going on, everybody? Today we're actually working on the other side of the car finally, and I actually started to get the spot welds out and just kind of prying this back. I'm gonna do a cut over here just so I can get underneath this panel, get this guy out. I already checked on the other side. I don't know if you can see that, but it is pretty rusty. So that's what I'm working on, and it should go a lot. And I say this now, but probably not gonna happen. But it should take me less time than the other side took in terms of taking it apart, because on the other side I didn't really know what I was getting myself into, and I didn't want to cut something that could potentially damage or led to more damage than what already was damaged. So knowing what I know from the other side, I'm going to apply it to this side, and it shouldn't take me that long. Knock on wood. So hopefully it goes well. Alright, so I got this piece off, and as you can see, not looking so good under here. And then the back side of this is very rusty. I already cut this little rectangle out because it was bubbling through. So now I will have to cut this off and then I guess make this piece somehow, some way. I have no clue how. More problems. It's alright, whatever. After using a bunch of wire wheels and attachments, I grinded the top rust off, and yes, now we have some pieces that are embedded just on this outside example, and you can see it in here as well. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but yeah, those black specks is still rust, and in there, trying to get the camera to focus, you can still see a little bit of pits and a little bit of rusting, surface rust. I can't really get into without cutting up more of the good metal out, but I think now if I just treat the rust with a converter of sorts or a coating, I think it's going to be fine for at least another few years. Definitely a few years, hopefully, knock on wood. Possibly like even more than that. So I'm going to get some OSFO rust converter, and that kind of turns it into I believe a phosphate, and it makes it like a stable chemical, and then that should be good enough for me and for what I'm doing. So I'm going to apply that now. I'm going to put on a respirator and wear gloves because it is extremely corrosive. So definitely want to have the right protection on when using it and doing this type of stuff. Like when I was grinding the rust off, I was using a respirator and eyeglasses. I don't know, they're over there. Yeah, I was using a respirator and eyeglasses, and that is definitely something that you should be using if you're doing this type of work. You don't want to breathe the rust in, you don't want to breathe the particles in, etc. It's not good for you. And when you're ordering a respirator or glasses, don't order them just from Amazon. Make sure you go to like a Home Depot or I would say legit storefront, because on Amazon a lot of places will buy Chinese knockoff stuff where it actually doesn't meet the specifications for this type of stuff, and it's just not going to protect you as much, and probably or more likely it will actually hurt you more, because the chemicals and the filters that they use aren't up to standard. Okay, so yesterday I sprayed down all of this with the OSFO rust converter, and from my understanding, it's the black stuff that you see here is actually the rust that's been converted / dissolved, and that is like a stable chemical now. I've had good success with doing this, wire wheeling this stuff off and then reapplying OSFO again until the amount of converted rust, the black stuff, is very, very, very small or gone totally. So now the next step is just wire wheeling this stuff off and reapplying the OSFO again. That's what I'm going to do today. Okay, I just got done wire wheeling this entire area after I had OSFO on it. So now I'm just gonna, first of all, you can see how much improvement there is. There's still some pitting, mainly right here. What I'm gonna do is apply OSFO one more time and then scrub it one more time tomorrow, and then hopefully it should be good. If not, I'll apply another layer and then scrub it again, but I think that's more than enough, and then I'll get into making patch panels. After I scrub it again, after I apply the OSFO the second time and I wire wheel it off the second time, I'm going to reactivate it, and then I'm going to hit it with some baking soda and water to neutralize the OSFO, and then hit the area with some primer. Alright, so I just wire wheeled everything, and then I applied a third coat of OSFO to reactivate it, and I'm gonna let it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes so it all kind of just activates the old OSFO, and then I'm gonna just douse this entire rocker with baking soda, water, and there's soap cleaner, so it kind of neutralizes all the OSFO. That's what you want to do. I have found that method to work the best on the other side, and obviously time will tell, but from what I've gathered online, this is the way to do it. So. Alright, so it's kind of late in the day. I'm finishing up in here. Basically what I got done is pretty much all the prep necessary to get the metal protected, or the rust reformed, metal protected and coated. After hitting it with OSFO one more time, about 10 to 15 minutes after that, I hit it with some soapy water / baking soda water mix to neutralize the acid. After that, it left a film over all the metal pieces, so I got the wire wheel again, got that film off of it, and then I hit it with some 100 grit sandpaper, cleaned the surfaces in between each step very well with the glass cleaner, and then at the end I there's some spots that I couldn't get rust out of, probably like 1 or 2 spots, so I just hit it with a little burst of this rust reformer from Rust-Oleum. And then after I did that, I just hit the whole thing with some self-etching primer, the chemical primer. I find that to work very well. It worked very well on the other side. And with what I'm working with in a 2-car garage, I feel like that's fine. It's hopefully holds up over time, but after I put everything back together on this side, I will also coat the inside with the Eastwood frame rail coating. So hopefully the repair will last like 10 years. It's going well. Tomorrow I am going to that base L-shaped panel, the first one that you see in here, this guy, that's why I masked off the edges, so when I weld, I don't have to grind the fresh paint down. Yeah, that's tomorrow. But yeah, it's late, it's Saturday night. I'm gonna try to package all that I did on this side into one video and upload that on Sunday. And yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep. If you like the video, if you have any questions, if you have any advice for me, definitely leave a comment. And remember, please subscribe. Thanks.